Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about my favorite pair of hiking boots, so stick around. Thanks for sticking around, guys. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to Aeetos Outdoors. This channel is all about my journey into the outdoors. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please click the subscribe button down here and click the bell icon to turn on notifications, and you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Right now I'm posting about once a week on a Wednesday, although I may miss some on occasion. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get on to the subject of this video. So I wanted to talk to you about my favorite pair of hiking boots. And this is going to be a bit of a biased review because they're also my only pair of hiking boots. So I bought a pair of hiking boots and I liked them, and all of the specs and everything sounded great. So I bought them, I used them, they were a bit small, and then I bought a bigger size and I fell in love, and I haven't bought another pair since. So let's talk about this completely unbiased review of my hiking boots. So the first pair of hiking boots I bought, they are North Face Hedgehog Mid GTX, but they're an older version, I think. The stores we have here in Tofino aren't necessarily up to date. So these were the best pair that they had that fit the bill. I was contemplating joining the local search and rescue volunteer intake to learn a bit more about the outdoors, but also to, help people really. And they had some very specific requirements for boots. So they had to have Vibram soles, and that's a very good, I believe, that gives a good grip in wet and slippy conditions. So these are the first pair I bought. These are the North Face Hedgehog Mid GTX, I think, or some kind of model thereabouts. As I said, I think the older version. And I bought them because I was interested in joining search and rescue, and they had the Vibram soles, which was one of the requirements. Now, the store that I was in, they were the only ones I really wanted, and I probably should have held out because I bought them and they were a bit small. I wore them for a week just to try and break them in, and they were crunching my little toe. So I took them back, and the lady in the store convinced me to keep them and break them in. I did break them in, but found if I was going sort of, 5K or more, really, then they were really starting to impact. They were really pushing in my little toes on both feet. So in May of this year, I ordered the next top model. And really, they're not the next top model. They were pretty much the same model, and just the ones that I could find online. So these were the newer ones. And these are definitely the North Face Hedgehog Mid GTX, because I have checked my receipt. So very, very similar, very similar look. And features and things, and I'm going to talk about those features a little bit now. So just to add, I guess, a little bit of credibility to this, ever since I bought these, I have worn them pretty much day in, day out whenever I have been outside. They have been my go-to hiking boot, outdoor boot, and even outdoor boot to wear around town and things. They're super comfortable, and I've really been trying to wear them as much as I can. So I've put over 100 miles on these, so about 160 kilometers, and so this is my review after that. If they hold out, then we may have another review this time next year after another summer of fun. Who knows? But I suppose the first thing I should say with them, as I have just kind of mentioned, is that they are super comfortable. They are a very comfortable, sort of soft inside almost boot. They have the sole, I guess, molds to your feet a little bit. They have some nice padding around the tops here and on the tongue. So I have found these to be super comfortable. The first pair I had, as I said, they were a size a little bit too small. So these are in fact half a size bigger. So these are a 12, whereas the previous ones were a 11.5, and they were just a bit too small. So I would say if you do have wider feet, size up a little bit. And also another thing, this is my little bonus tip, when you go shopping for hiking boots, wear the socks that you're going to hike in. I had dress socks on, and of course when I put my normal hiking socks on, they took up a bit more space. So that's my secret bonus tip, is if you're going to go shoe shopping for hiking boots, wear the socks you hike in to give you a true representation of how your feet will feel. Right, with that out of the way, just to echo what I said, they are super comfortable. These are lovely, very comfortable boots. So that's one thing. I find them to be incredibly comfortable. Another thing, as I said, I've put about 100 miles, 160 kilometers on, and really they aren't showing much wear and tear at all. You can have a look here. I don't know if that really helps you see it, but they really don't have much wear and tear. They are super hard wearing from what I've seen. There are no cracks, not even scuffs. They've held up really, really well. So another point in favor of these is they are very durable. Now, they do have Gore-Tex. They do have a Gore-Tex membrane, so they are waterproof. Where I am in the Pacific Northwest, I have taken them on wet hikes. I've taken them through the rainforest when it's been wet. I also regularly wear them on beach walks, and will walk through a little bit of surf or some runoff and things. Normally coming up, I guess, over the toe box, really. And they have kept my feet dry. So the waterproofing on these, that I have found at least, is really, really good, and they have kept my feet and my socks dry. So that's another great point for them. They are waterproof, at least from what I've experienced. Now, the flip side of that is, even though they are breathable, because I believe Gore-Tex is a waterproof yet breathable fabric, they do get a bit warm, so they're not super breathable. So I have found that my feet do get quite warm when I'm wearing them for an extended period of time. But that's not really a big issue. You know, if you stop for a little break, take your feet off, let your socks breathe, let your feet breathe, let your boots breathe. So pro, waterproof; con, not that breathable, feet can get a bit warm. Next up is the ankle support. So even though they are mids, they come up to, I guess, around my ankle, maybe just over my ankle. And the support I've had in these has been great. One time when wearing them, when doing the Alberni Inlet Trail in Port Alberni, I misstepped, thought I was landing on grass, and I wasn't. I landed in a hole, and I rolled my ankle pretty badly. As soon as I did this, I actually unlaced them and relaced them up super tight, and managed to push through the next 2 kilometers, which was relatively, I'd probably say medium going, but at the time it was super hard going. But managed to push through with them. So that, you know, doing the laces up, that really supported my ankle. And aside from rolling my ankle, I mean, I would have rolled my ankle regardless of what shoe I was wearing in that situation. But they do provide a lot of support. They're great. I find on my arches, they support my arches, and they support my ankles as well. So the support from these is great. Oh, I suppose one last thing to mention is the cost. I got these from Atmosphere, which is a online Canadian camping and gear supply store, and they were $107 in a sale. I think right now they're retailing for anywhere between $120 and $170, and I do think they may have a newer model or some slightly different models out. So cost-wise, I would say these are pretty much a budget boot, and have done a great job by me. So let's have a quick recap. That feels like it went super fast, but they are super comfortable. As I said, if you get the right size. So I sized half a size up and they were great. So super comfortable, but go up half a size. They're incredibly durable from what I've experienced. I've put over 100 miles, 160 kilometers on them, and are barely showing any wear and tear. They are waterproof and they have held up very well in what I have put them through. On the flip side of that, they do get a little bit warm. So, I mean, as my first hiking boot, these have done a fantastic job. I'm going to continue using these as my main hiking boot and really my main day-to-day. I love just the feel of them around town and things. So these are super comfortable, and I'm going to keep using them. So overall, these are a great boot. I know it's biased because I haven't really tested them against anything, but my experience with these so far is that they are fantastic. So if you are in need of new boots, or if you're a beginner hiker looking to get some boots, then the North Face Hedgehog Mid GTX is a boot that I can thoroughly recommend. Okay. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know what you wear on your feet. Please comment down below. Let me know the type of footwear you use when you're hiking. Are you a trail runner person? Do you just wear bog standard track shoes? Do you have hiking boots? Do you have mids? What do you use? Let me know. Comment down below, please. And as always, if you've enjoyed my content, then please consider subscribing. Click the link down here to subscribe. And I will do my best to get videos out once a week on a Wednesday. All right, well, with that out of the way, thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope I'll see you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye.